evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We've got a lot to talk about today. We got Mr. Jeff in the house today. Hello, Jeff. And we got Mr. Mike Royal, the one, the only, the amazing Mr. Mike Royal. How you doing tonight?
I'm great. Hope you guys are.
I love me some Mike Royal. I like when Mike jumps on with us.
Yes. We have somebody else to banter and have fun with, right?
Because he's got that unicorn thing going on in his hair this evening. It's like it's pointing right up. Like
that's because he's younger than us, and he actually has hair that he wants to style. That isn't gray.
My hairline is where it's been for a long time, but there's a lot more gray.
Yeah, mine too.
Coming in there.
Yeah.
I was sanding some sheetrock tonight, and
Come back.
Oh my gosh!
Come back, camera. Hello.
This is like a rerun.
And Mike was on that night too.
Oh no! Don't blame it on me now.
It's all Mike.
Yeah.
What? Mark, what do I do? Thank God I have pants on.
Right?
Let me see if I get down here. Okay, see? Catch my face now. I'm here. Now come back. Come on.
There it is.
Come on. There we go.
You got that fancy equipment over there. That's why.
You bought it.
All right, so Jeff, tonight we got full agenda. We're gonna ask Mike how his week's been going first. We're gonna get into crackdown on financial crimes. So that's one topic we didn't talk about, but It's something that we've had to do recently that I think will be good for everybody to know about, so they don't have a whole lot of fines coming up in the new year. We're gonna ask a question and have people type in the comments. We'll give them some real estate market info. We're going to talk about retirement in the area. Did Charleston make the best places to retire or not?
All right.
We're going to talk about why is now a good time to purchase real estate right after the election happened. Is it good? Is it not? I don't know. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. We've got a big update for Horizons. Today we were out at Del Webb Point Hope, so we've got some information on that, and we're going to talk about a new community starting to sell this Friday in Cane Bay Plantation too. So if you haven't caught all of that, get into that, and there might be some more stuff in there. So if we don't fill the whole hour today, then we've definitely failed, because
I feel like you laid this all out, and that's just your own private secret way of saying, "Hey, Jeff, let's keep it short." Answers this evening. Let's not roll into a story about when you went duck hunting and fell down a hill in 1990. Like, let's. But that is a good story, though. I'll have to tell you that one sometime.
Yeah. So, Mike, what's been going on? Like, you're out in the field with all of our clients a lot of times. You've had a busy week, I've heard. Like, what's been going on with you? What have you done this week? What is a good story to tell us?
Yeah, so we've had a couple of closings this week. We've had several inspections. Did photographs for a new listing coming up. It's been busy. It really has been.
Nice, and this is when a lot of agents across the nation are really not busy, and they kind of go into hibernation mode for the holidays, and that's not our team, though, as you clearly demonstrated right there.
So your home inspections this week, Mike, were they existing homes or new?
One's tomorrow morning. It's an existing home. It's a resale.
All right.
And the others were, I don't know, like Four Seasons does the gold key orientation, so it's the final walkthrough kind of thing. We had two of those, and then two closings of both at Four Seasons this week. So those went well.
This week.
Yeah, well, and then Del Webb today we closed on a house in Del Webb, so it's been good.
Nice.
Hey, Jeff, remember every time I had the music you used to do?
I did the Jeff dance.
That dance.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you caught wind. I'm going to share this real quick. I'm going somewhere where you told me never to go.
No.
So you might want to have your hand
on pictures on Facebook or something.
But have you seen this dance?
I have seen this.
all the athletes are taking it, right? And I don't know if you remember this, but that kind
of yeah.
it looks like the Trump dance.
You had well, I was doing it before he was.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was the Trump dance. I think it's the Jeff dance.
I thought we were leaving politics.
You think Trump was watching one of our videos when that happened?
Actually, Donald Trump is a subscriber. Yeah,
I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jeff.
Congratulations,
world, man.
Donald Trump, that dance.
I'm influencing government now.
Yeah.
Wes and Heidi are on from Connecticut. #Horizons. Heidi, you better listen up. We got a good Horizons update today. So.
Oh yeah, you're gonna like this, Heidi.
Be sure to hang on till the end here. All right. So first thing we're gonna get into. So the government's doing like a crackdown on financial crimes. So they're trying to get everybody that has any ownership in any business to register on this site, and if you don't, it's going to cost.
Oh, okay, I know about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you don't, it's going to cost. And you were raising your hand because you thought you didn't know, but you do, right?
Yeah, I did know about this. Yeah, I thought so. Normally, Mark and I kind of talk a little bit about, hey, what are we going to talk about tonight? And he threw like. I remember us talking about 2 things in the car today that we were going to talk about this evening, and then he drops like 9 on us the second we get live. So
I just got excited since I talked to you that we were going to be on with all these people, and I'm like, you know what? We got to fill them with information about the Charleston area and beyond.
Well, this one's a good one for everybody if you own an LLC or an S corp like we do.
Yeah, and it's really any entity that. Where you've had to file with the Secretary of State or similar office will likely be impacted. So it's not just LLC. It's all limited liability ports and limited liability companies.
It's even like HOAs. If you serve on the board of an HOA, you're supposed to register.
Yeah, and so if you don't register, you could have up to $100,000 fine. That is huge.
So I would think there's plenty of people out there that, built an LLC because it's really simple to do. And maybe they're not even using it anymore, but they still have.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I would not want to hit on that. So you have to go to this website up here. It's boiefiling.fincen.gov. And then you click down here, file BOIR, and that will get you out of the clear. It's super easy. There's a bunch of YouTube videos out there on how to do it. Jeffrey.
Okay, Mike. So you heard Mark just say this is super easy to do.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Mark, yes or no answer to this question. You just said this was super easy to do. Did you or did you not record a video specifically to me, giving me step-by-step instructions on how to do this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You may move on now.
Point made.
And have I done it yet? Nope.
Well, I just don't want you to say, why didn't you tell me about this? You did this.
I know.
Now I have physical proof.
In your calendar to call me on New Year's Eve and say, Jeff, did you do this?
Mike, going to do it.
So in Charleston here, the realtors, the Charleston Trident Association of Realtors, which we are members of, it's our realtor association here in Trident. If you reach a certain level of production, you can be given an award called, Realtor of the Universe, whatever it is. And so the first year, this is maybe 4 or 5 years ago, that I qualified for that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Realtors of Distinction. Remember that, Mike?
Yep.
And so I didn't realize until December 30th that you needed an additional 8 hours of Con Ed on top of what we typically have to do in every 2-year cycle.
Oh, wow.
So I spent 8 hours in my office on New Year's Eve, finishing up at 8 o'clock at night, doing 8 hours of Con Ed so I could get that stupid award.
Jeff, real quick, tell me one thing you remember from that 8 hours of training.
It cost me about $150.
That's what you remember. Okay.
And I was very grumpy because I was doing Con Ed for 8 hours on New Year's Eve.
Well, you won't have to worry about it anymore because they're doing away with that award, aren't they?
I heard that, yeah.
Oh, are they? I didn't even hear that.
Yeah. Mike and I read our emails from Charleston Private Association of Realtors.
Obviously, yes.
You're too busy making videos to me so I don't get in trouble, and I appreciate that.
All right, so we've got a question to the audience tonight. I need everybody to go in the comments, type this answer in the comments. So in the comments, where do you want to see more video about?
That's a great question.
One of the 55 plus? Is it Hanahan? Is it Mount Pleasant? Where it is? Because we want to make sure that we're giving you guys video that you want to watch on our channel.
Where, or I'd say what also? Is it about home inspections? Is it about mortgages? Is it about pest control? Is it about everything? Is it about the closing attorneys that we use? Anything associated with real estate? That's a great idea, Mark.
Yep. I bet you right now, Wes and Heidi are typing in more about Horizons right now. How much you want to bet? Look, ready? There it is. Heidi, we will definitely do more about
tonight.
Yeah. We've got something for you tonight, and we've got a video coming about Horizons, not this upcoming weekend, but I think it's the Friday, a week from this Friday.
Okay.
We've got a new video on Horizons too. So yes, in the comments, follow Heidi's lead. Type in where or what do you want to see more video about, so that we can fill up our channel with helpful stuff. Because there's no sense in doing it if it's not helpful.
Good idea, Clint.
Yep.
Nice. All right, let's go into real estate market info. All right, Jeff, you ready for your quiz question tonight?
Yeah, I'm the question I underestimate every week. I'm going high this week. I'm going to get this.
Okay. So 236 residential properties under contract last week, 11/8 through 11/13. 181 single-family homes went under contract. The median list price for the whole area was $465,000. 7 of those 181 were under $250,000. How many of them were over $1 million?
I feel like I've been guessing in the high teens, and I've been low every week. I'm going to go 24.
24. Mike, you got a thought?
I'm gonna go 23.
And the winner is Mr. Mike at 23.
Oh.
How about that?
You were much closer,
and I still lose.
You were so much closer, Jeff.
That's funny.
You'd be one of them guys on Price is Right, where somebody makes a brilliant guess like that, and you come $1 under and win
exactly
it.
Right.
And
That's
you
exactly
feed
right.
their joy.
Yeah.
You're a horrible Price is Right player.
So the bank-owned foreclosures, short sales, there was not a lot of them. There was only one out of the 181. In the Summerville, Ladson, Hanahan, Goose Creek, Monk's Corner area, a total of 89 single-family homes went under contract. So out of that 81, 89 of those were up our way here. Median price in Summerville, Ladson was $391. In Hanahan, Goose Creek, Monk's Corner, it was $367. And then 49 condo townhomes went under contract. That's a lot of townhomes, I think.
Peggy was really close.
Who?
Peggy.
Peggy said 25. Nice.
Yeah.
Good job, Peggy. Let's see. Peggy said Summerwing Crossing near retail developments for video content. Okay. You got
it. Peggy, there's going to be there's a big thing potentially coming around the lakes there in Cane Bay. It's working its way through local government right now, but if it comes, it's going to be really cool. If you're familiar at all, if you've ever seen any videos, I don't think we've ever done one on Ion down in the Mount Pleasant area, but it's kind of a mixed commercial, retail, residential, 55 plus maybe. We're not sure yet. Townhouses, condos, single family, all around a lake. It's a big developer that wants to do this in Cane Bay, and that's going to be awesome. But yeah, we'll give you an update on more retail around.
Yeah. Heidi said how to move from one state to another. That's a good one. I like that.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Pack your bags.
Rose said 55 plus communities.
Rose,
Kim Elliott, John and Kim. Hey guys, how's it going? Said more on horizons. We got one coming. Yep. Peggy said 25. Becca said 32. Becca was close too.
Yeah.
And then a YouTube user said homecoming. We've actually got a video, not this weekend, but next weekend coming on homecoming as well.
Yeah, we filmed that yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be some pretty cool stuff going on at homecoming, and there's some pretty phenomenal deals out there right now. They've got some spec homes right on a pond, right down from the amenity center that are just almost complete. And they've got some, one of our insider information people over there said they got some money to play with even. So pretty decent closing cost assistance with the use of their mortgage company. And because of how many deals we do with that company, maybe even a little something extra for our people.
Yeah. Thank you for all of your comments. All right, I am going to take that off, and then I want to break in with some weather, Jeff.
Weather?
Yeah, we got a cold front coming.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I didn't. No.
Yeah. So the people up north are going to laugh.
Well, that's exactly what happened today. I was telling some folks that just moved here from New York, and I was like, "Yeah, it's supposed to be like 36 degrees," and they laughed at me.
Yeah. So tomorrow there's a low of 44. It'll be 74. Okay. Oh, do I need to make that bigger? Jeff's moving.
No, it's just me. I got my glasses on. Right. Yeah, thank you.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, down into the 30s for lows, with high only a 58 on Friday.
Unacceptable.
Right? We might have to wear pants and
snuggle.
Yeah, we're not snuggling. We addressed that in the video the other day.
No, I'm still hopeful.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to be cold.
Yeah, that is cold.
Yeah. All right. What else? I got we're going to talk about best places to retire. So did Charleston make the list? All right. So Mike, Jeff. Oh, Jeff, you kind of know this answer. That's no fair.
All right. They had to have made the list.
Mike, what number do you think Charleston was?
Well, hold on. What's it take into account? Is it affordability? Is it housing prices? Is it retirement funds, like taxes? And it's probably a number with all that stuff combined, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was healthcare, affordability. I'm trying to get to it. Hang on. Affordability, activities, quality of life, and healthcare.
I'd say number 3.
Number 3.
I know the answer, and I'm surprised at the answer. I would have said top 5.
Yeah, it's actually 16.
Wow.
Yeah. Which it looks like we ranked low in the second column, which is activities rank, which I find surprising.
That's absurd.
Listen,
right?
I'm just telling you, nobody's reading that article.
Yeah.
They're all moving here.
Yeah. Yeah. So number 1 was
Pittsburgh was higher than us.
Yeah.
No way.
Orlando, Miami. Okay, they haven't had as much hurricane impact. I can see that, I guess. Minneapolis?
No.
Who goes to Minneapolis?
Who did this survey?
You know what I'm realizing here? A lot of these that are better in here than Charleston are states that marijuana is legal in some form. And I think they're all high.
Florida didn't approve it, right? Wasn't that recently on there?
I don't know if I don't know if they approved it.
I don't think it went through.
No?
I don't think it went through in Florida. Yeah.
All right.
What were we on quality of life?
Quality of life is category number 3. We were ranked Well, their score was 66.
Right.
It looks like it goes up in the hundreds.
Wow.
So higher better or lower better? I guess we
I
should
think
have figured out
higher
how to
better.
read this score before we talked about it.
Yeah, see, the higher the score, the better it is.
Okay.
So did some sort of average, I'm
So
sure.
affordability, activities, quality, and healthcare. That's the first four. So what's our numbers?
Yeah, our numbers are 42, 25, 66, and 111.
Okay.
So healthcare ranked pretty good.
Well, listen, Cincinnati's on there. Somebody's sleeping with somebody. I'm calling shenanigans on this.
So all the purple sites are the top 25 or something like that. So see how Charleston's 16 there.
Yeah.
What is this one? It doesn't even say. South Dakota's 19.
Listen, there's a whole lot of blue and purple in states where all of our clients are moving from.
That's exactly
Right.
what I was looking at.
Yeah,
right up in here.
California, Washington, Northeast.
Yep.
But they might have some affordability, not affordability because it wouldn't be that, but maybe some savings on taxes or something.
Maybe.
Oh, activities. I bet it's activities.
Charleston, like number one tourist destination in the country. How do we not have activities?
I don't know.
Think of an activity right now that we don't have.
Snow skiing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There. Mike came up with a good one.
Yeah.
Although this weekend it might be possible, apparently.
I don't think here, but we got mountains 3 hours away, so
Right.
that's a possibility for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So next topic, we're doing rapid fire here. Jeff, I know you wanted to talk a lot about this one. Why is now a good time to purchase real estate right after the election, right?
Yeah.
So I found this article on Realtor.com. On average, after election, home sales jumped 7% annually in the 4 months following the past 5 presidential elections, while price rose an average of 5%. So more competition coming into the market, right?
Mm-hmm.
And which then drives the prices higher post-election because everybody was worried what was going to happen. So more people are going to get into the game. And my personal opinion is that's going to happen in South Carolina in February, maybe March.
Yeah.
But February for sure, people are starting to pull triggers for next summer to be here.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be where we were, whatever it was 3 years ago, where there's, we're running up the prices of the housing and making offers with 30, 40. I did one $70,000 over the list price. I don't think we're going there.
No.
Because that was COVID driven.
Yeah.
But
we got enough inventory now.
We do. So we've got a decent amount of inventory. But I think that just because we're in the holidays, we're just post-election right now, we've still got mortgage rates in the low sevens, which nobody wants to see a 7. We'd much rather see a 5 or a 6 at least. But I think that everything is going to stay slow for the dumb people maybe because they're waiting for those mortgage rates to drop, waiting, and I don't know that they will. And so if they do, then that's just going to heat up the market that much faster. And at the end of the day, this is still Charleston. This is Summerville. This isn't Boise, Idaho. People want to be here. And so once we get to the spring season, I feel like it's going to be on again. And that's going to cause the prices of the houses to go up. So you can't, and I had one client, Mark, I made 12 offers on a condo, on a townhouse for this poor woman before we got a contract. We got her a great house at the end, but nobody wants to go through that. And nobody wants to have to get into a bidding war where they're spending $10,000, $20,000 more than what the house was listed for. So I really feel like, and this isn't Jeff, Mark, and Mike saying this. This is a lot of the smart guys saying this.
Yeah.
Buy it now when it is a little bit more in this market of a buyer's market. And if the rates do drop, you can absolutely refinance. Now, with that being said, if you can't afford this house at 7% where the interest rate is now, then we don't want you buying it, because we are 3 financially responsible people. We do not want you in more house than you can afford. And that's coming from the guys that make more money when you buy more house.
Yeah.
But if the rates drop, you can refinance. And I feel like the prices have the potential to jump next year, maybe fairly significantly.
Yeah, so we're always going to give you the good, always going to give you the bad. We're much super excited about the house that you're moving in, and then of course we don't want you worrying about the money. So we're never going to try to push you into something. Mike, back in 2020, 2021, you had a bunch of offers in there, right? That were crazy, right?
Yeah, and I mean, it got to a point where you started feeling guilty, or just like you just were leading people where we don't want to lead them, where they're paying more than they should be for a house, or even you're selling a house for more than you should be selling it for. That was kind of a weird situation.
Yeah.
The market decides.
Yep. What's the in our market, what's the typical value increase in a home over the course of a year anyway?
So it's been historically, I would say, in that right around the 4 to 5% mark. I think that Mark just ran it recently at 4.6%, 4.3% in the last 12 months, Mark.
That was year to date. It was up 4.6%. Let me double check that number, because I don't want to lie. I want to fact check myself.
Now, we saw an 18% increase that 1 year, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, median price,
an average of 5.
Median price was up 3.6% year to date, and sales were actually down 0.5%. So prices kept rising, even though the amount of sales came down through the same period last year.
But think about this. That is an increase of 3.6% when we've seen, mortgage rates that we don't love this entire year.
That's right.
So what would those have been if the mortgage rates were 5.5 and not 7.5?
Yeah.
I would imagine it would be somewhere in between 3.6 and what was it back during COVID?
18 was the highest we saw.
Yeah, 18. So you got to think it was going to be at least 8% increase with a,
and that's median, right? So higher demand neighborhoods are going to have higher rates,
yes,
right?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the neighborhoods are very. We're actually in a really good place for our clients because of who our clients are. Listen, this is not the best universe right now for a first-time home buyer.
Right.
I don't. We'll get it done, but the prices of homes, because they do increase year over year in the Charleston market, because everybody kind of wants to be here. But that has driven the market to an interesting place where there's so much new construction that it has held it to a point where the existing homes have to compete with the new construction. The new construction has to compete with the existing. And so I feel like in this snapshot of time, we've actually got some really great deals to be had in this market because everybody has to keep each other honest.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to hit on a couple comments before we go to the next one.
Yeah.
So Peggy says closing this coming Tuesday in Summerlin. Yes, we'll need to break out the heavy coats for the cold front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's making a little fun of me there.
Just short term.
Rebecca said, let me go this. She rewrote it. Ron and I were at our walkthrough with Mike last Friday and met a neighbor who's already heard about Mima's cooking.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
I can't wait to have Mike on here. Mike, how long until that one's closing?
They close next, is it Friday?
Next Friday or Thursday, right?
Yeah.
All right, Mima.
Yeah.
Mima, we're renting a movie theater on December 14th for all of our clients to go see Elf. Put that on your calendar, Mima. I'll see you there.
Yep. It's this Friday.
This Friday. Okay. Chris Murray says amusement park. I'm assuming that's for video if there's any amusement parks around.
Yeah, so there is what's that? Rock Hill, right across the line in North Carolina, South Carolina line there. There is a what's that park called?
Carowinds.
Carowinds, yeah. Have you been there, Mike?
Yeah, I've been there several times.
I heard it's a fantastic roller coaster park.
You've never been there?
I've never been there. The girls, I had to work a few days, and Andrew's taken the girls up a couple times.
Yeah, no, it's a blast. Yeah, and how far away is Six Flags in Atlanta? Is that 5-6 hours?
5 hours.
Yeah, probably 5.5 hours. Yeah, those are the two closest.
Yeah. And then, of course, the fair comes every year, but that's not really an amusement park.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fair isn't about the rides. The fair is about trying to get down a corn dog, a gyro, and an Italian sausage all in the same night.
Gyro, Jeff. Gyro.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it.
All right, let's move on to our next subject, which is Horizons Summer's Corner closings are going to halt for a while. And then, Jeff, I want you to tell them the other exciting thing in Horizons as well.
Yeah. Am I telling that now?
Yeah.
I hope I get it right. Is it about the structure we saw?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm excited about that. The amenity center, it's out of the ground. We saw people. There is a steel structure there. There was guys working on the roof. We've got video of it. We're going to have it on a regular Sunday, Friday video, whatever it is, coming up soon here. But yeah, the amenity center is out of the ground, and they are making great progress. So super excited about that. And listen, we've been telling people for about 2 years now, I feel like the values to be had in Horizons are going to be before the amenity center opens. I'm not saying it's going to get stupid by $60,000 overnight when the amenity center opens, but I just have a feeling that the prices are going to increase when the amenity center opens. So it's coming. They're still saying late in 25. So, a year from now, it could be just over into the first part of 26, but yeah, there it is. It's going to be beautiful. Right on the lake there. Really excited.
So I think the left side is the indoor pool. The right side is going to be that bar area. From the latest what they said, I don't think it's going to be a full-on grill restaurant.
We've heard it's going to be mostly bar.
Yeah. And then it's going to have different rooms in the gym, and I can't wait to see when they start digging the outdoor pool to see how big it is, because supposedly it's going to be the biggest pool in all of South Carolina, right?
No, you're thinking of the club.
The club.
The club at Summers Corner, which you can join if you wanted to, I assume. If you're in Horizons, we haven't figured that all out yet. But
I thought this one wasn't that much smaller than that. I thought they said that.
I don't know that. I think you're thinking about the club.
Okay.
The club's going to be the monster. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
And that's for all of the non-55 plus in Summers Corner to join if they want to.
Yeah. Yep. So why are the closings going to halt for a while, Jeff?
Because Bike has been selling the crap out of Horizons. That's why. Yeah, they've just had so many that land development has had trouble keeping up. So we were told that there's a limited number of homes that are currently under construction. And once those ones run out, and I think Mark is typically better with dates than I am, he probably has a rundown of what is going to run out. But it's going to be until later into next year before anything is available again. So we're going to have depending on the type of home, Mark, what is it? Probably a 4 to 8 month window where we don't have anything to sell.
That's right. So on the cottages, they are going to actually run out. It's either December or January, depending upon when they sell them. But the homes will be finished and built December and January. So if they sell those, which I think there's only 5 or 6 of them, they won't have any more of those until August.
Okay.
as far as closing. They're already starting. They will start to build them once they get the land developed and the permits done, but they won't close until August. And then the estates, the big ones with the 3-car garages, those are also January. And there's only 4 or 5 of those. That's the only ones with some incentives on them right now. I think it was 15,000 in incentives on the 4 or 5 that are left there. And that's just because they want to get them sold, of course. And then the Legends series, they have some coming through March. So there's 5 or 6 on the list now. There's going to be a few more that will be released. But between March and July, August, there will be no closings in Horizons at all.
So that's kind of good for our people because we sell mostly the Legends series. We probably sell 2 or 3 to 1 of Legends over the estates and the cottages. But so we figure, what do you say, in March, April, we're done for a few months.
We are. Yep. And I don't think it'll be supplemented by the Carnes Crossroads Horizons because that won't be ready yet, right?
No. I was over there the other day. They were building the guard shack, and I heard rumor that they were going to start the production of the model houses here really quickly, and then get into selling, into next year. But I don't think they're going to be ready to start closing on homes over in Carnes Horizons for until sometime next summer. So there could be a couple month window there where we're struggling to come up with Horizons.
Do they have a website up yet for that one?
There is. It's pretty basic. I feel like Mark and I have just talked to the right people and found out more than what is even on their website.
Yeah.
700 homes. It is going to be gated. It's not going to have the amenity center like Summers Corner has because you just can't support that much with only 700 homes. So I think there's going to be a really nice pool, pickleball, all that outside kind of stuff. But I think we're going to be limited on what's inside over there. I'm not sure yet about a gym. I don't think we have an indoor pool. And I don't know about the kind of the clubhouse kind of a thing yet. And the other big thing we found out is there's no estates over there. So the big houses with the 3-car garages, they're not going to build those at all. Yeah. So if you want an estate home in a Horizons in the next, 9 months, you got to move now because there's only 4 or 5 of those left out there in Summers Corner, and they'll never be in Carnes.
No.
Are they going to be allowed to join the Carnes amenities then if they want to?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a piece of the membership of your HOA or if you're allowed to join it. But I believe that you are going to have access. I'm just not sure if it's required or not, and it's already built into the price. Mark, did you talk to somebody?
Yeah, the salesperson that we were talking to when we were doing the last Carnes video, she stated that they are going to be required to join that club as well.
Okay. Which is just going to be built into the monthly fee, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I would think.
But it's going to be pretty phenomenal. And then you get to come down and meet me and have coffee because I'm going to be in there like every morning.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Jeff. Peggy's got a question for you because I'm not smart enough to answer this one.
Oh, Lord.
What are your thoughts on the planned mass deportations and the building industry?
Yeah. Hey, listen, it could be an issue. There's a labor force out there that if that happens, we could be struggling on labor, and that could potentially slow this industry down. We know what happened in Charleston when nobody could go to work because everything was shut down during COVID. Things were taking my house that I'm in right now that we thought would take 7-8 months took 14 months. So it could be an issue.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. So today we were somewhere special. We saw a new community in Hugie, and then we went over to visit the Del Webb Point Hope.
Yeah.
To see how that was coming along. So we've got a little bit of update. Let me share my screen here. So this is where they're at now. The last time we were there and did video anyways, it was all trees. There was like one little road in and out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And now they've got all of this going on there. And then towards the front of the neighborhood, this is kind of the back of the neighborhood. So if you kept on going through here, they are building an MUSC hospital right next to the entrance of this new Del Webb. But Jeff, we're going to kind of tell all about this in a video coming up. But we found some interesting stuff coming out, right?
Yeah, the biggest thing that shocked us was it's going to not be a gated community.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, this is City of Charleston or Charleston County or some restriction on the number or new gated communities in the area. No, this is Berkeley County, right, Mark?
I think it's Berkeley, yeah.
So this could be Charleston City because Charleston City runs in Charleston County and Berkeley. But anyway, we've heard it's not going to be a gated community, which is going to be really interesting.
And then we did find out that they're going to be selling pretty much the same products and probably have very similar amenities as well. So nice little update there.
Yeah, the amenities. So if you have the amenities that you see at Next and Del Webb now, it's going to be a lot like that. So without the new stuff, we think.
Yeah.
And for a few pennies more, we think.
Very many.
Yeah, bunch of pennies.
All right, the Coves of Cane Bay is going to start selling again starting this Friday. So we are going to have a video coming out Friday about that. The builder this is their first community in the Charleston area, even though they are not new to South Carolina. Meritage. I keep saying it wrong. Meritage Homes. There used to be a restaurant downtown Charleston called Meritage.
Is that what
I mess this every time. But yeah, it says starting at 513. I think there's some even less than that. This is all spec home builder. So you won't be able to pick your everything in this neighborhood. But they've got, what was it, Jeff? We went through in the video. I think there was 6 different spec homes we went through, right? Or 5?
Yeah. And what I really love about what they did with this neighborhood is they laid it out in a way that just about every home is going to be backed up to woods or water. And some of the first homes they have coming available are some of the nicest lake lots that we've seen.
Yes.
And so you've got homes on the lake there that you can canoe, kayak right out your backyard for in the 500s and 600s versus where we've had them in the 700s and 800s over in Four Seasons and some other areas.
Yeah, so this is a great alternative to Four Seasons if you don't mind having somebody else, having to pay some landscaper to come cut your grass and stuff. You won't have the, oh my God, amenity center that Four Seasons has, but you could save a little bit of money on the price of the home since they do have 5 different one-level plans.
Especially if you want to be on water. This is a phenomenal opportunity if you want to be on water. Because it's hundreds less than some of the other neighborhoods like Four Seasons on water. We had one in Four Seasons where the lot premium itself on the water was $150,000. Yeah. So having these houses at these prices, and they're putting nice stuff in these houses. You'll see the video on Friday. Check it out. But they're putting nice stuff in these houses. Mike. I was shocked. It's the first builder in the area that I've seen that is doing back porches, like a real back porch, like wood.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not, with a nice railing around it. They're not just a patio. They're actually putting wood porches on the backs.
Yeah, I haven't seen that at all. Not in new construction.
Yep. Nice finishings. You know, they're not bargain basement houses here. They're putting nice stuff in them.
Well, you know Rick's going to kill you if you don't say something about the energy efficiency.
Well, that's part of the video that we did. Actually, Rick is in the video with us, and we went through a house that had just been spray foamed, and so I'm sure that we got some kind of cancer in us from walking. But yeah, and the spray foam is tight, man. I mean, it is going to be very efficient and very quiet because that takes a lot of the noise from outside and deadens it also.
It even deadened my voice, and I'm very loud and boisterous.
Yes. Our editors sometimes call up and say, okay, Mark, you're at a 12. I need you to be at a 7. Just bring it down just a little bit. You look like you're yelling at Jeff all day long.
Oh, all right. Mike, you've got a listing over in Legend Oaks. Can you give everybody some updates on that?
Yep. Yeah, we just did a price drop. Where's it at right now?
$559.
$559. Yep. Yeah, this is a great house. I mean, it's 5 bedrooms. It's got a Jack and Jill bathroom upstairs. The primary bedroom is downstairs. Extended garage. So, they have a bunch of teenagers and adults living at the house, so they've got plenty of parking there. It's on a pond. It's been well taken care of. It's a house. It's in great shape, and so we really want people to get out there and take a look at this one.
How close is this to the golf course and all?
It's within 5 minutes.
Yeah, you could golf cart to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. This house now versus I wonder what this house is going to be like in April.
That's right. Because Legend Oaks is always a strong neighborhood.
It is.
And you got 2 different pools that you can join. You can join the Legend Oaks Club, or there's another private pool in the community that you can join if you'd rather be at that one, or both. So really, really nice house, though.
Yeah. We got a townhouse now, Jeff, right? This is over kind of on the same side of the
Dorchester roadside. They had some renters in here, and unfortunately the renters weren't so nice and they didn't leave the place great, and so you could potentially benefit from that because the owners of this have put all new stuff in. So new floors, new paint, new carpet. It's new appliances. It's got a dishwasher, brand new dishwasher, refrigerator, blinds on the windows. This thing is move-in ready. It's a great location if you work at the airport, if you're in the Air Force and you're going over the base there, you're on that side of town. If you're renting, this is a home run. Comes with a washer, dryer, refrigerator, all that stuff. It's a great resale. It's got a lovely amenity center in the neighborhood that you can choose to join, or you don't have to. So you're not billed for that automatically. It's a choice you make if you want to join it. So remember Mark, the nicest lady living next door. We talked to her out in the parking lot for a while. You got 2 dedicated car spaces. It's if you're renting, you need to pay attention to this one.
Yeah, for $228, this is definitely a steal. And the HOA is, I think it was $245 a month, if I remember correctly.
That's in the ballpark, and we've seen up in the 400s for those. So
yeah. And this park that you can choose to join used to be a golf course. So this used to be the 9th hole coming in right here, and this used to be the golf clubhouse. It's got the tennis courts and then the pool next to it. So what's
really cool about this is it feels like a Charleston neighborhood pulling into this thing. It has the overhanging trees coming in. It's a beautiful old school neighborhood.
Yep, I love that. We still got the one in Ellery that launched a couple weeks ago. This one has a waterfall in the backyard, so check that out. And the person that lives here will probably control the flow of this water flow because the guy that currently lives there now controls it. So I think that's really cool. It's 3 different waterfalls.
Beautiful. And what I love about this is this neighborhood is massive. It doesn't have a lot of houses in it, but the neighborhood's massive. Now, it may grow in the future. But we took a golf cart ride for about a half an hour back through the woods, through the trails, to a boat launch on Lake Moultrie? Marion.
Yep.
So there's a boat launch in the neighborhood. There's a pavilion back in the woods. If you like to take a walk in nature or go take your quad or your UTV, ATV, golf cart, whatever, back to the woods, this one's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
What year was this one built?
2022, I think it was.
Yeah, I mean, it looks brand new.
And they did, Mike, they did a ton of stuff. This was we built this for them. We sold it to them. And so Mark and I were in there through the whole construction process. And they did some really cool stuff, like in the well, there's a prime example right there. All the custom shelving that they put in the pantry and the closets. They did some nice stuff to this.
Yeah.
Did I see? Does the safe convey?
I don't remember. I don't think he's taking it with him to Tennessee. So
nobody wants to move it. So whoever make an offer, well, I'm sure we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So I like the garage. I like how they've got that set up there.
Yeah, he keeps his golf cart in this one, and his 2 cars go in this one here. And if you're a golfer, there's 3 different courses within 15 minutes away from here.
Oh, wow.
So
if you're a boater, a golfer, you like nature, you want to be in the woods, this is a home run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really nice.
And then we have kind of a not a starter home, but a good lower priced home in Monk's Corner. It's got a brand new roof on it for $308. We've had a lot of interest in this one recently. So I don't know. I got a feeling like since the presidential election, we've seen about 5 or 6 showings in this one.
Yeah. And we've had multiple comments about this one. They like how big and open for this size home that living room is.
Yeah.
And so 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths on top of that, and a brand new roof. It's at $308. It's a good price.
Yeah, this one actually had 4 bedrooms too. So
let me count.
And then we got the one over in Cane Bay, right on the lake as well. This is in that newer neighborhood that we were just talking about. They're going to start selling again, but lots of upgrades in this one. Like even the garage floor that they put in, the travertine fire pit and bench out back. This is a gorgeous house. That brickwork, I love that brick.
Yeah, the tile work they did on the back porch, and it's right out to the water. The people that own this, they like to kayak and fish. They just drag their kayak right through their backyard and throw it in the lake.
Yep,
that's awesome.
For sure. And then, Mike, do you have a new one coming? Do you want to give a little preview of that?
I would love to. Yeah, Heatherwood subdivision. It's right there, kind of next to McEwen, behind the Walmart down on Oakbrook Middle School in that area. And it's a 3-bedroom, but it's also got a nice room up over the garage. So you could use that as a 4th bedroom if you needed to. It's in great shape. It's been a young single guy living there for the last few years and taking great care of the house. Big backyard, fire pit out back. And it's going to be like at $355. So another, lower priced house that would be a great start for somebody. I love the neighborhood. It's just a big circle, basically. It's off the main road, so you're not getting a lot of traffic coming through your neighborhood to another neighborhood, that kind of a deal. So really nice house, though.
And we've got one, Mark, coming probably early next week. We can't talk too much about it, but I will say, if you're looking for a big, giant, totally, updated, beautiful Southern mansion style home coming, we're doing video on it this week. I cannot wait to show everybody this house. It is gorgeous, and she's a biggin'.
I'm excited for that one. All right, Jeff, you sent me something early in the week. You wanted to talk about Bunko?
No, I just said this is all the stuff going on in Carnes. I think it's kind of like what they're doing at Horizons. They've got so many activities. They're doing the best they can, at Horizons. I was in there the other day. Well, Mark, you were with me. Remember, we had one of our clients was sitting there organizing an event coming up soon.
Oh yeah.
But they're doing a ton of stuff here, and so Carnes has a barn in an area. So they're getting together. They've got clubs and games and things going on. Christmas celebrations coming up, and like Christmas market coming up. Chili cook-off just happened this past weekend, I think. There's hiking and jogging clubs set up in the neighborhood. So there's a lot going on here at Carnes, and once they get the Cementi Center open, it's going to be a whole lot more. So Lennar is building a ton of homes in here, not just in the 55 plus, in the section that I live in now. And so it's like a lot like Nexton, in that there's a lot to do in the community, and even more in the way of businesses coming.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, have you been to Disney?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what Mark? What's that stuff called? I was telling you about today. The Dole Whip. Have you ever had a Dole Whip at Disney?
Mm-mm.
So it's like a pineapple ice cream kind of a thing. And across the road here in Carnes, a new restaurant just opened up, and I'm hoping my girls aren't watching this live right now. They've got Dole Whip in the restaurant.
Oh wow!
Did you confirm this, Jeff? Like
I did. I went to their menu to
Okay.
look at it on their website, and it is confirmed. The new Hawaiian restaurant that opened up across the way. It brings up a good point. I'm putting a lot of this stuff out. Mark and I are doing a lot on our Instagram page. And so we're doing announcements on things like this on our Instagram page. So if you're not on Instagram with us, go ahead and jump on. I just did some other businesses coming to Carnes here. But yeah, there's this new Pokemon restaurant. I don't know what the heck it is. It's a Hawaiian restaurant, and they've got Dole Whip. So don't tell my kids. I'm gonna surprise them and take them over there.
How about
And
that?
Mark, I looked at the restaurant. It's not all raw fish either. They have cooked stuff over there.
Oh, thank goodness. Because I was not going to try that if it was all raw fish.
No, but will you try the seaweed salad if I bring it to you?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, because that other Pokemon restaurant I went to, I had the seaweed salad. It was fantastic.
Hey, Jeff, are you going to go to this annual Huffin for the Stuffin 5K?
That sounds like me and my honeymoon night. What is that?
I think it's a run. That's
no, I won't be going.
You won't
I'll
be going.
cheer 'em on, baby.
There might be a bear to chase us if we enter. That would be the only way you and I would run. I think.
I'll encourage them for my golf cart.
Yeah, that bear's name would be Robin, probably.
You would. Robin on our team. She would be the one that dresses up like the bear to chase us to the
Exactly
neighborhood.
right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she's not on tonight. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit up a question here from Brian. Random question. Been looking at listings in Summers Corner. Middle school either says Greg Middle or East Edisto. Are they split depending on which subsection? I don't know that answer.
Brian, I don't know. But
I thought most of them went to East Edisto.
we're going to find out for you.
Yeah, we can find out for you.
Yeah.
That is weird in this area sometimes, where like Cane Bay is a prime example. There's there's kids that go to Cane Bay Elementary, and there's kids that go to what's it called?
Whitesville.
And at some point it's right across the street from each other.
Yeah.
There's some of the growth in the schools. They're catching up. There's a lot of schools under construction right now, but they struggled for a minute with overloading the schools, and they had to ship them out to other areas. So we'll find out for you.
You know what that might be is back in 2 years ago there wasn't an East Edisto.
Right.
So maybe somebody just looked at the old schools and put Greg Middle in there. But we'll find out.
Yeah. The other option is the Rawlings School of the Arts over there.
Oh yeah.
But that's a lottery type entrance. You can't just go there. You have to win the lottery.
Yeah,
You got to be selected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Brian, a lot of times realtors, if they put the wrong information in, the MLS doesn't know that. So it is possible that a realtor could have put in a wrong school on the listing, but we'll figure it out for you.
Yep. All right, we're over our 1 hour, Jeff. Are there any final words that you would like to say? I want you to think about it because I want to go to Mike first to see if he had any special announcements or any final words.
Hey, I'm really excited. Craig set me up with a guy that's moving here next year sometime. He lives, I think, on Long Island right now. Owns a pizza restaurant.
Ooh.
He's going to sell it and come down here and open up a new one.
Yes.
And I can't wait. I mean, I'm just so excited.
Real New York pizza?
Real New York pizza.
All right. I think that'll excite a lot of people.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that. Very good. Very good. Jeff, final words?
Yeah, potentially not so much for the Charleston market, but maybe some really, really, really big news in the 55+ world. Mark and I have some meetings up in Myrtle Beach tomorrow, and we'll see what we can tell you about next Tuesday.
Cool.
Hey, speaking of that, did you know I found an article in the Sun News. The city named most moved to city in the nation for the second year in a row was actually Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle Beach has a lot to offer. And the one thing that I love about Myrtle Beach is they've got a lot of oceanfront condos. And I wish that we had that in the Charleston market because I would be a big fan of that. And we just don't have much. And what we do have is 50 years old.
Yeah. Well, we're towards the end. Thank you so much for joining. Remember to subscribe and like and all of that at the end of this video. Oh, yes, Jeff.
And go check out our new YouTube channel. Andrew and I started a travel channel, and a bunch of you watched the videos last week. It's Greg Getaways Travel on YouTube. Just look for my face. And check it out. We got 2 videos up so far. One, we took a train trip up to Buc-ee's in Florence, and we did the first one of a cruise, and the second video is coming out next Friday, or the third video.
Nice. So definitely like, subscribe, click that little bell so that you're notified of future videos. At the end, once we're done talking here, a video is going to come up. It'll have a QR code. Go ahead and click on that QR code. It'll jump right into our calendars. You can schedule a Zoom call where we can answer all your questions. We can figure out, what is the lifestyle that you want to live here in the Charleston, South Carolina. We'll try to match that with your budget to find you the best community ever. And I just want to say thanks so much for inviting us into your homes tonight or wherever you are right now. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
See y'all.